Good evening all, and it's what's going on everybody. It's JB here, and it's Champions League action, and we're at Turf Moor for the first of the Champions League games this season. Olympiacos third in the table, that's where we left it after 2 games. Real Madrid take on Napoli of course, but our focus is on Turf Moor as second take on third. Burnley against Olympiacos, and I have to say it was a real dramatic finish at Turf Moor tonight. Enjoy the action, the best of the action at Turf Moor as Burnley look to try and get a second Champions League victory. Welcome to Turf Moor for its first Champions Cup outing since the early 60s and their first European match here since 66-67. A lot has changed since those days. New stands have been built. The cricket field stand, the Holders one to our right, being constructed back in 1969, Bob Ward in 1974, and the two other stands, the cricket McElroy end and the James Hargreaves stand where I'm sitting in, were done in late 96, early 97. But at Turf Moor looking splendid. Well, it's 22,000 here tonight, Champions League night. It's a bitterly cold night, and bar Kieran Trippier coming back after suspension, replacing Brendan Galloway. It's the same team that beat Manchester City 3-1 on Saturday to claim the leadership of the Premier League for the first time this season. And some of these Olympiacos players will be a little bit unfamiliar towards you, but I'll try and pick out a few in their lineup. It's a very strong lineup. They're going to play, let me pick out a couple. Roman is the skipper. And they're going to play 5 in the midfield there, with Fortunanis just in behind the striker, Pardo and Seba on the wings. Rafinha is the goalkeeper of course, so some very good experience and younger players in that great side tonight. Danny Welbeck knows that this is an important match. Burnley of course winning against Napoli, another win here would put them a strong hold in the group. Leonardo San Milano of Italy is the referee, and it's going to be Burnley in claret and blue to get the game underway. Attacking the goal to our right, Olympiacos to the left are playing in orange shirts, dark shorts and dark socks. And off we go. Turf Moor buzzing for this Champions League game. The first in Europe since the early 60s. Here's Bojan to use. It's Will Hughes, good shot and a good save. And Figueiredo will just tuck it into the Bob Wall stand for a throw. But what a start that could have been for Burnley. There's John Stutty pondering on. 17 minutes gone. Pardo to getting it forward, and now Romaro. Fortunanis. Pardo. Oh, it's in! It's a shock here. Pardo, the number 90, has scored in the 20th minute here at Turf Moor, and Turf Moor stand into silence by 2,500 Greeks. A goal totally against the run of play and definitely out of the blue. Good shot. Well, I say out of the blue, totally out of the orange. Whoa. As soon as he struck it, Tom Heaton didn't have a price. And Burnley trail at home in the Champions League. It's Burnley 0, Olympiacos 1, and Philip Pardo is the man who's got it. And this looks onerous, but Burnley in there to win the ball. Now Welbeck. He's up ahead of him. Danny Welbeck spotted space. It's a good run. Welbeck for Burnley. Yes! They were only behind for 8 minutes. And Danny Welbeck's put a few rungs right now. 1-1 at Turf Moor. They were in trouble for less than 8 minutes. But Burnley have shown so far this season they have the wherewithal to really come up with the goods when it's up against them. It's 1-1. And Anasparo is through again. Shawcross doing well. And in fact has given a free kick to Olympiacos. He's conceded a free kick to them. This is dangerous territory for Burnley. Seba could be the man to take it. It is Seba to Pardo. Over. He's in the mood tonight, Pardo. Left foot again, but wide of the target. It's a good opportunity for him. And Olympiacos against all the odds to take the lead. Turf Moor It's very rare away teams come here and win these days. They lost here a couple of times last season. West Ham certainly won. Oh dear me, that's a poor challenge on Danny Welbeck. Ramal, the captain, probably will get himself a yellow card. Indeed he will. So Alexis Ramal goes into the book right on the stroke of half time. None on the ball, but plenty of Danny Welbeck. Welbeck took a little bit of offence to that. Stephen Defoe has gone short. Oh, he's gone straight into the wall, would you believe? Well, that's not great from Stephen Defoe. And look at Pardo now breaking forward. He beats the next man. He could be in for something here. Trippier trying to stick close to him. Trippier does well. Just hooks the ball. Safety first into play. Or out of play. And there goes the half-time whistle. Well, Burnley are still on parity. Danny Welbeck cancelling out an early strike from Pardo, but Olympiacos still very much alive and still look good on the break. Hard time here at Turf 4. It's Burnley 1, Olympiacos 1 in Group F. So it's going to be Olympiacos to get us underway. Welcome back for the second half. They certainly got as good as they got the first half, the Greek side, but Burnley you still would make up favourites. Here's Danny Ings. Has to turn back, gets his shot in, charged down, and Figueiredo gets it away. And the ball back again to Vukovic. I think Olympiacos have come in. They've tried to play Burnley at their own game. Takididis. Pardo, the goal scorer. Ramal, who's on a yellow card. Ball played into Fortunanis. Pardo, he's through again. Oof, at the moment he looks a very dangerous customer, but Burnley scrambled it away. Quarter of an hour to go, and Saber's made a good run. John Espano is in behind. That's his shot, good save. Fantastic with the goalkeeping from Tom Heaton. And Dembele and Davis O'Flom for Danny Welbeck and Stephen Defoe. As Stutzy tries to go for bloke here in the second half. And they've got to do something now. It's a corner. Pardo to take. He's been here, there and everywhere in this game. And it's a long one towards the back stick. Ings gets it away, but not very far. Shakidis. Saber. Fortunatis. Still Fortunatis playing in. And goalkeeper Heaton there first. And Burnley on their way. Oh, they're not on their way. Offio. Pardo, good save, Heaton. And then living on their look a little bit, Burnley. Here's Tom Davis. Dembele's up there. Ings waits in the middle. It's Musa Dembele. He could win it for Burnley. Dembele through the middle. Good save. Dembele! Yes! He may just have won it. Dramatically. With 5 minutes to spare. The first shot was well palmed away. But the rebound came so invitingly for the former Celtic striker, and he nodded it nonchalantly past the keeper. And Burnley could have won this game. It's 2-1 at Turf 4. What a substitution! Burnley 2-1 up. Well, it's all down to who's got the wills now. 3 minutes. Can Olympiacos save themselves at the death? Here's with Milic. Still Milic. Good skills. Fortunatis, ball back, Ward is there. And Jack Cork can just hook it any old out. Here's Ings. And Dembele almost through there. Seconds remaining. Here's Ings. Dembele's onside again. Dembele to make it absolute. It's Dembele wide. But there goes the whistle. What a finish. Burnley have won it. On my word, they left it so late. They trailed to a goal from Pardo in the first three after 20 minutes. Welbeck equalised 8 minutes later. Then the man he replaced, who replaced actually Welbeck, Musa Dembele scoring the winner 5 minutes from the end. He could have had it near the end. It doesn't matter. Burnley have got another win. Burnley 2, Olympiacos 1. And that is a great performance. And look at that now. The table looking rosy. Real Madrid drew with Napoli, so we're 1 point behind the team from Madrid, and we've got to play them next up as well. Oh, in the next week or two at Turf War. Oh, what a game that's going to be. Certainly for the leadership of the group. Real Madrid. Can you believe this? Whew. It's almost unbearable. But we're on 6 points. We're in a good position now, and we could, if we could beat Madrid away at home, well, we could end up topping the group. Who knows? But that's it from a very dramatic episode of the FIFA 18 career mode. And our next episode is, as we turn down the offer from Mexico for the be their head coach, we're against West Ham. Hope you can join me for that. Take care, and I'll see you soon. Bye.